point.
And welcome back, wrestling fans, to the well, the 2016 state tournament, individual tournament. And we've had some wild and crazy matches, some heartaches, some elation, I'll tell you what, some tempers flying, and some kids that have just been gracious and happy to be here. We've got a great match for you. Weight class 138, the fine Mustang Drew Davis taking on Austin Stout, two of the area's best seniors. Going to tackle. I'll tell you what, the winner's going to stay in, and the loser's going to wrestle their last match in their school singlet. And we're hoping that Drew Davis can find a way to knock out Austin Stout from Charles City. He's 28-7, and he's working on a takedown, a snap and spin on Drew Davis, and he's going to pick up the right ankle, cast himself around. Now he's going to throw a crossface cradle on Davis, and Davis is going to have to bail out of that and work himself forward and get out of that predicament. And Stout ends up with a ball and chain as he's got the left arm of Drew Davis trapped between his legs and trying to scoop a chicken wing on the right side. So a rough start for Drew Davis here, Zach.
Yeah, Stout came up, out ready to go and took a good shot or snap shot and spun around and picked up a leg and got it. So, we got to pick up the pace. Drew Davis got to pick up the pace here, and that's what he just did. He just sat into him, but a little bit too far off the edge of the mat.
Oh, that's exactly right. You got to get going. Drew Davis has had too good of a career not to be on the podium tomorrow night. So we'll see if the senior from Independence can find a way to dent this armor of this Charles City Comet here. See if he can slow him down a little bit. Short sit by Davis. He's working some hand control on Stout. Knee slide by Davis, trying to get to his feet. Stout drives him forward, puts a cross body right in. Now a high figure four thigh ride on the right leg of Drew Davis. Applied a lot of pressure forward, 33 seconds and counting. Davis with a switch, see if he can hip heist. Good movement by Davis. He's got to create some more room between his hips and Stout's hips. Thought he was going to be able to slip that arm through and hit Stout with a 2-point reversal. 18 seconds left. And, Zach, you got to score one here with short time if you can and close this gap before you go to period 2.
Yeah, we talk about it, we talk about it each day here. Is if you can score a point in the last seconds of a period, that's going to pick you up for the next period here. And unfortunately, Drew Davis was not able to pick up an escape there, got to his feet, but too short of time.
Going to be Stout's choice. He's wearing the green leg band, and he's going to defer over to Davis as the coin flip came up green. Davis will look at his coach, Doyle, there, and Coach Donnelly in the side there, and they both point down. So I'll tell you what, he had trouble getting out he had trouble getting out from underneath Stout, but he's going back down, and Stout quickly throws a cross body right in. I'll tell you what, a guy with the legs, Zach, can bleed a lot of time off the clock, with those legs as you put them in and crank a little bit, then kick them out and put them back in and crank a little bit. To the referee, that shows that you're working. Davis kicks the cross body ride free, kicks the leg free. Now Stout goes to a tight waist with the right, a head lever with the left, and 123. Stout used 37 seconds, almost 40 seconds riding Davis. Now Davis to his feet will get potentially dangerous as Stout kept the chicken wing in as he got to his feet. So Drew Davis has some work to do. You got to score here, Zach, if you want any chance in winning this match. There's a nice camel walk by Davis, tries to get to his feet, knee slide. Stout tries to throw the cross body right in. Davis tries to catch the leg, and Stout goes to the other side and picks up an ankle. So a good job by the senior from Charles City. There's a long switch by Davis. He's going to hip heist, turn in and face Stout, goes right back with the switch, going to try to pull himself around. Stout follows him with the re-switch, and back to action we go as Drew Davis underneath. Austin Stout doing a great job riding here and controlling the hips, Zach.
You always talk about with a legger that you got to create some separation between hips, and right now you call those leggers leeches. It's like they just sit there and they suck onto you and they're stuck there. And so Stout is doing a very, very good job of just becoming a leech. Davis is working his tail off on bottom, just hasn't been able to get away his hips there.
Well, Stout's going to get warned for stalling for just riding, and Davis with 31 seconds left to go in this second period is flat on his stomach. Stout puts a high thigh ride in on Davis, and that should be a quick stalemate. This official is letting Stout work those legs, and that's fine if you are a legger. Austin Stout loves this position, and now a stalemate. Boy, that was 16 seconds of nothing right there, Zach.
It is crazy how many referees allow that to go on for so long when all they're doing is putting their legs in and riding parallel, not looking for bars, not looking to turn. And so he wasted a lot of time there.
There's a knee slide by Davis, and again, trying to create some action. Stout just enjoying the ride right here, and that's going to do it for the second period as Austin Stout rides out Drew Davis for the entire second period. I tell you what, you're Drew Davis, you might consider letting him go here and rust him on your feet. It might end up that way anyway as Stout comes to a tripod stand-up, and if you're Austin Stout, maybe you're just thinking, hey, if I don't get turned, let Drew Davis ride me out. If I don't get turned, I'm going to win the match here. Drew Davis has to create some action. There's Stout with trying to work some hand control. Davis with a spiral ride. Now it goes to a claw ride, but you're not working any back points there. 136 and counting. Drew Davis has to let him go and go right back up to your feet. Inside wrist by Davis. Stout just bellying down. That should be stalling right there, Zach, but I don't think our official's going to call it. Davis working, trying to turn Stout. Stout just basing out. Now there's a butcher by Davis. He's going to reach back and grab the inside knee of Austin Stout, and Stout's going to drop down on all fours. Davis has to go back to work. Again, he's expended a lot of energy trying to turn Stout to his back. Inside wrist by Davis. Tight waist with the left, inside wrist with the right. We're under a minute and counting. Austin Stout, that's got to be stalling there, Zach. Stout has done nothing underneath but base out. And a referee is going to let him do that. And I'm not sure he's going to let him go right now. Going to cut him loose. There's a 1 point for Stout. It's going to be 3-0, 53 seconds left. So Drew Davis needs 2 takedowns to tie this thing up. There's a long shot by Stout. Davis tried to pancake him. So what a 5-point move by Drew Davis would be huge right here. Front headlock by Davis. He's going to snap Stout down. Stout just content to control that right elbow of Drew Davis. Davis tries to whip him through on a windmill off the front headlock. Stout comes to a hard whizzer around the back, 30 seconds. Drew Davis is 2 seconds, 2 takedowns away. He's got 30 seconds to get him. A long shot by Davis. When are you going to call stalling there, Zach? As Stout is just basing out. There's 2 points. Cut him loose. You got to cut him loose, Drew Davis. You got 16 seconds. Cut him loose. Quick, cut him loose, Drew Davis. Stout's hanging on to the leg of Drew Davis. That's got to be stalling right there. He's going to cut him loose. He's got 10 seconds, 7 seconds. Davis has to shoot. He's in deep. Stout's going to block him off. No stalling call whatsoever there, Zach. That's 2 minutes of stalling, and that's going to do it. Drew Davis is going to lose a tough luck loss there, 4-2, and he's going to be knocked out of the tournament. And I'll tell you what, that's dejection in the worst way. Drew Davis having an outstanding senior campaign where he went 2-1 in the state duels and helped Independence to that 5th place finish. And now you're going to come here and go 1-2. You're going to finish up at 43-13 for your career or for your senior year, but you're going to come home empty-handed from the state tournament. Drew Davis, one of those wrestlers that's worthy of being on the medal stand, but Zach, you give up that early takedown, you can't get out, and then you work your tail off to get back in the match, and you don't get any help from the official, but sometimes you got to make your own help, and that's the story of wrestling here at the state tournament.
All the credit in the world to Drew Davis right there. He had a great, tremendous senior season right there. Unfortunately, came out on the short end, but, the only thing that I see is in the second period, maybe go to your feet. You wasted about 30 seconds in the first period not being able to get out. I like Drew Davis on his feet. He's very, very good, very comfortable on his feet. He went down, got rode out for a little bit of the first period, and right there he just went down and got rode out for most of it.
Yeah, that's the tail of the tape right there. Austin Stout taking advantage of what the referee's going to allow him to do, and that's a let him ride. So Drew Davis will get bounced from the tournament 1-2, will not place here. He'll be in the top 12, but he won't place. He'll finish his senior campaign at 43-13 for the Independence Mustangs. Well, our next wrestler up will be Jake Jewell at 160. They're at weight class 160. Just started bringing the 160s. We got to stay right here because we have Cole Stanford from Owine. All right. So we got 5, Zach. We got Jake Jewell up on mat 5. And we've got Cole Stanford up on mat number 8. Stanford is taking on Josh Stroman from Algona. And Jake Jewell's opponent is from Southeast Valley. We'll have to catch his name at 2A class 160. If I can get that quickly in our program, 2A 160 from Southeast Valley. That is, let me get that for you. 2A 160 from Southeast Valley. That's going to be Kyler Jondal. And the skinny on Jondal is he's a freshman at 35 and 10. 36 and 11 at this point. So Jake Jewell just got to open up and get after it. So we've got 2 matches going on right now. Stanford on match 8 going crazy with Josh Stroman. He's in on a single, and he's going to lift that single up. Stanford's got a single on Stroman. Let's see if he can hit him with a back trip. Jewell's got a 2-point takedown on Jondal. There's a nice 2-point takedown by Stanford. He picks up 2 to go up early with 1 minute left to go in the first period. That's a great start. Jake Jewell out early on Jondal with a 2-point takedown with 1:24 left to go. So Zach, Jamie is searching the floors for our area coaches for some reports and some interviews. So we'll be excited to have those as Stanford's working on a 3-quarter Nelson on Stroman. He's sitting over that right ankle. He's got that 3-quarter Nelson locked up. Let's see if he can drive Stroman to his back with it. He's driving that right shoulder right into the left rib cage of Stroman. Stroman's trying to go belly down and prevent Stanford from rolling up. Stanford's cranking that 3-quarter Nelson. Boy, I'd love to have a pin right here from Stanford. Get Cole Stanford, the fine senior from Owine, wrestling a very, very good tournament for a first-time qualifier, trying to get himself on the medal stand. Jake Jewell all over Kyler Jondal. It's 2-0, but Jewell on top right in the leg. Got a power half Nelson on the left side of Jondal. He's going to throw Jondal to his back. He's a freshman. You ought to just get out after it, Jake Jewell, and force your will upon this freshman. He's got Jondal on his back. He's going to try to tee out. Jondal's going to try to roll through. Jewell's going to step over, cross face and back. He's going to pick up at least a 3-point near fall as Jondal rolls through. It's going to be a 3-point near fall by Jewell. Jondal comes to his feet, and he's going to get a 1-point escape, I believe. We'll see if there's a change of position here. That's on mat number 5. And we got to watch. We're going to have Corey Russell coming up here. Corey Russell is up on mat number 4. So, Zach, if you want to watch Corey Russell there, and I'll try to finish up these 2 matches. And I told you it was going to get wild and crazy right here. And it is. Oh, Stanford gets bull rushed by Stroman, and he gets thrown to his back. Stanford was in on a shot, and Stroman just bull rushed him and caught him with a pancake and threw him to his back. Stanford up 2-0 at the time. Now he's fighting for his life. He's got 135 to get off his back. Stroman teeing out, very opportunistic. Stanford trying to get to the edge of the mat with a high bridge, trying to get off. The referee down looking close. He's got his left shoulder up. Stroman trying to readjust and tee out. Bridge one more time, Cole Stanford, and get yourself off the edge of the mat. Boy, he does. He punches that left arm through, but it's going to be a 5-point move for Josh Stroman. He'll take the lead 5-2 with 1:09. Great save there.
Over here on mat number 4, we got Corey Russell going on with 1:25. It's still 0-0 on their feet with the front headlock here with Corey Russell.
He's taking a Will Ryder, Zach, from Union LaPorte City. I'm not sure what his record is. That's going to be quite a match there. These two have not met this year. You can spy that one. And Cole Stanford alive, 5-2. He's still got time here. It's only 47 seconds to go in the second period, plus he's got the third period. Jake Jewell over Kyler Jondal, 8-1 now with 1:03 left to go in that second period.
over on mat 4, Coy Russell just went out of bounds here. He's got a lot of pressure coming backwards. He's got to continue to work on that double leg that he loves to hit here. He's got a lot of forward pressure coming on from Ryder from Union Laporte.
Josh Stroman working on a cross-face cradle on Cole Stanford. He's got a cross-face to the left arm. He's got the left arm of Cole Stanford wrapped up. Now with a tight waist with the left and a chop with the right, Stanford is trying to work back to his feet. 44 seconds with Jewell and Jondal, and it's 8-2 now. Jondal picks up an escape. Nice snap down by Jewell. Jondal dives in on a single. Jewell in a front headlock.
Coy Russell has been over here on mat number 4 with about 3 or 4 front headlocks, just unable to turn. He's getting his elbows stuck in there with a few drag by Ryder from Laporte here. So like to see him keep his feet moving and score 2 at the end. Don't give up 2 here. There it is. That's the first period, finishing 0-0.
Jondal has Jewell going to his back in a drive cradle. Jake Jewell getting himself caught in a drive cradle. The freshman from Southeast Valley has Jewell on his back. Jewell in a scramble is going to have to work his way out of it. No points there. 1 second left to go in the second period. Boy, Jake Jewell, very, very close to getting thrown to his back by the freshman.
In the second period here, Coy Russell goes down and gets up right away in 2 seconds with a minute 58 and comes back and hits a double leg, drives him all the way across the mat, unable to finish, and goes out of bounds.
Cole Stanford now down 7-2, and he's in the down position as Josh Stroman from Algona taking it out of Cole Stanford. He's got plenty of time. He's got a minute 21. He's got to go back to work, get to his feet, go back to work as he scored the first takedown on Stroman. I tell you, that 5-point move by Stroman took the gas right out of Cole Stanford, but he's trying to fight back.
Right over here, Coy Russell doing a nice job getting in the front headlocks again. You know, Ryder's continue to put his head to the mat. Like to see him, you know, snap and get to a leg.
Stanford with the 2-point reversal. He's got to cut him loose here, guys. Stroman belly down, stalling this out. Stanford trying to set up a cradle. I'm telling you what, Stroman has whooped too. There's a whip over attempt by Stanford, and he missed it. And Stroman dives in on a single. Now he's got the left leg. He's going to limp arm out of it. Stanford maybe coming out on top of it. No change of position. Stanford maybe with a chalice here, an opportunity to score some back points if he could roll Stroman through.
Back over here, Coy Russell doing a nice job of continuing to hit shots, singles and doubles. He's just driving them all the way out of bounds and unable to score.
Stanford up on top trying to turn Stroman, and Stroman just content to base out underneath. Boy, you got to cut him loose, Cole Stanford. That last takedown was very, very easy. 21 seconds left to go in the match. Jake Jewell now warned for stalling as Kyler Jondal is on the attack here with 58 seconds left to go.
Right now we're in period number 2 with 35 seconds. Not much going on after Coy Russell was able to get out, trying to get spin here in front headlocks, and once again just working to the edge here. Ryder continues to work the edges very, very well. Like to see Coy stay in the middle of the mat.
Well, time's going to run out on Cole Stanford. He's going to lose this match 7-4, and that's another heartbreaker for one of our area guys we were covering. Cole Stanford's going to go 1-2 in the tournament and get knocked out after an opening round win over Isaiah Vaughn. He had an 11-0 loss to Trevor Nelson and then a 7-4 loss to Josh Stroman from Algona, so he will get bounced from the tournament. But a first-time state qualifier winning the match down here, finishing in the top 12. That's a very good senior campaign for Stanford. He will finish up at 38-8.
Back over here going to third period. Ryder goes down. Coy's got to be tough on top. It's still 1-0 Coy Russell.
Over on the far side, Jake Jewell is going to survive that third period. He's going to win 10-4. He will be in the medal matches. We'll see him tomorrow morning or maybe later tonight. I'm not sure on our schedule, but we will see Jake Jewell for match number 4 as he will advance to the medal round with a 10-4 win over Kyler Jondal from Southeast Valley. So Jake Jewell stays alive.
Back over here with Coy Russell, Ryder was able to get out. He had a ball and chain hooked up, looked like he was going to turn him, and he rolled through up to his feet and got out. So it's 1-1 with a minute 31 left to go in the third period. Like to see Coy hit that double. He keeps hitting his shots, keep his feet moving here.
Well, Will Ryder is a senior, and he comes into the tournament at 43-8. Zach. So a very worthy opponent for Coy Russell. Russell in on that double. That's got to be 2. No, he waved it off. He sat Ryder on his backside and didn't finish it. Tried to keep his legs in. That would have been huge with 1:12 left, and Russell gets up shaking that right arm. That was a great shot, that freight train blast double of Coy Russell's. Now Ryder backpedaling. I guess for Coy Russell, you got to keep working that head, Zach, and use your quickness. Use your quickness on Will Ryder.
Very nice shot by Coy Russell with that blast double right to his backside there. He picks up 2 points, 3-1 now with 52 seconds to go. He's got to be heavy here. Ryder with his head on the mat. He's got to stay in bounds here, continue to eat some clock here, being up 3-1. Don't let him go out. Now we're at a fresh start as they go out of bounds here.
Well, 43 seconds left to go, and if you're Coy Russell now, the strategy is to ride, go back to work, tough, tight waist, tie his arms up. Whatever you do, don't give up 2. And if you give up 1, you got to go back to your feet. There's a switch attempt by Ryder trying to catch the inside thigh of Coy Russell. A sit-out turn-in by Ryder. Now it's 3-2. Ryder on the march here. 32 seconds. Coy Russell's got to be tight here. Got to control the hands of Ryder. Ryder trying to get in on a single. Coy Russell doing a nice job blocking him off with his head. Underhooked by Russell. You can't let those long arms of Ryder get your legs. Russell now with the front headlock. You got to stay square with him, Coy Russell. 13 seconds left to go. Warning against Russell. Now you got to snap him down. What was that for? Ryder's trying to reach in and grab the right leg of Russell. He's going to try to short drag him out. 5 seconds left to go. Russell's got to maintain his position. 2-1. That's going to do it. Great win by Coy Russell as he will beat Will Ryder by a score of 3-2. Coy Russell finds a way to win that match 3-2. Uses the textbook blast double to defeat a 44-9 Will Ryder for Union. So Coy Russell will be wrestling in the medal rounds tomorrow. You got a happy section 107 over there. Some black and orange faithful that have stuck around to watch Coy Russell defeat Will Ryder. So he will stay in the tournament and he will wrestle for a medal. Don't know which one, but he will wrestle for a medal, Zach. That's an outstanding match by the senior Coy Russell.
You know, he dominated that entire match, even though it's 3-2. He hit shot after shot after shot. He continued to drove, you know, Ryder all the way across the mat there. So once again, he did a very nice job. Very good match by him, and he's now going to place and take a medal home.
Well, we got to go quickly to mat number 2, and we've got Elliot Ryan from Independence taking on Daniel Summerlot from Pocahontas Lawrence Marathon, and Summerlot is leading 3-0 with 146 left to go in the match. We apologize, Mustang fans. That match, we had 4 matches going on at the same time. Summerlot will pick up a 2-point reversal on Elliot Ryan, and he's got a half Nelson in, and he's picking up some back points. So a 2-point reversal by Summerlot, and that's going to be back points. 126 left to go. So Elliot Ryan with a very deep hole to dig out of, as he is wrestling a very, very good Daniel Summerlot from Pocahontas Lawrence Marathon.
46-0 is what he came into the tournament at.
Yeah, I think he was ranked number 1, I believe. So he'd be 46, 47-1. So an outstanding opponent here. I think he was ranked number 1 at 182 a couple of times during the course of the year. So a tough opponent for Elliot Ryan. And he's got a tight waist and a head lever on Elliot Ryan, trying to dump Ryan to his back. We got to keep our eyes open because Matt McMillan is over on mat number 7. We told you it was going to be wild and crazy here. Matt McMillan for Independence up on mat number 7. He's taking on Jack Cochran from Mount Vernon, a Walmack action rematch there. And it's going to be McMillan with a 2-point takedown maybe on Cochran. Cochran hanging on to the right leg of Matt McMillan. Scramble situation. Cochran now trying to come out the back door and pick up a 2-point takedown of his own. He's going to front trip McMillan and pick up 2. Cochran takes the first takedown on McMillan.
Back over here on mat number 2, we got Elliot Ryan down 7-0 with 24 seconds left to go in the third period.
And over on mat number 1, we have Travis McMillan from Owine taking on Caleb Ring from Osage, and it's going to be a 2-point takedown by Travis McMillan. Ring is a junior at 41-7. 1-point escape by Matt McMillan. It's 2-1. 5 seconds left over here, and it looks like Elliot Ryan will lose this match. by a score of 0-7, so he will get bounced from the tournament. Elliott Ryan will finish with a 1-2 record here at the state tournament. What a fine season for the Mustangs. He'll finish up at 45-11. What a great season for the senior. A great career for Elliott Ryan. Now we got the McMillan Cousins bookends here. We got one on mat number 1, and we got one on mat number 7. Zach, I'll take Matt McMillan on 7. If you want to take cousin Travis on mat 1. Matt McMillan in on a single. He's got it lifted up. Let's see if he can back trip Cochran. He's going to try to hook that leg and back trip him and cover him up to pick up a 2-point takedown. So it's 3-2 in favor of Matt McMillan from Independence.
Back over here on mat number 1, Travis McMillan still up 2-0 with 44 seconds left. He's riding tough on top, continues to use a head lever over here. You'd like to see him get a turn here, but he's really wearing out his opponent right now.
So back to action on mat number 1, 12 seconds left to go. Matt McMillan taking on Jack Cochran from Mount Vernon. WAMAC action, we talked about that yesterday. 42 WAMAC wrestlers qualifying for the state tournament. What a state tournament it has been up to this point. First period over, Matt McMillan hanging on to a 3-2 lead, and it's going to be Cochran's choice. Let's see where they decide to put him. He's going to go down. McMillan will go up.
Over here, we got 3 seconds left to go in the first. Nothing has changed. It's 2-0. Travis McMillan will take that into the second period.
All right, back to action. There's Cochran with a stand-up as McMillan drapes over the top, tries to hit him with a cradle. Now Matt McMillan with a lift and return on Cochran. And it's going to Cochran on all fours. McMillan going to try to chop weight, tight weight and chop on Cochran, and he does. He gets Cochran belly down. Now he hooks the left leg of Jack Cochran, and he goes to work on the arms and drives Cochran forward. A lot of weight on the head and shoulders of Jack Cochran.
Travis McMillan started the second period. He took down, got out in about 5 seconds, hit a sweep single, and actually put him on his backside there and was able to get 2. It is now 5-0 with 1:34 to go in the second period.
Well, 3-2, and they're going to ding Matt McMillan for stalling as he is riding parallel, just hooked the leg of Jack Cochran and was riding a 2-on-1 double inside wrist on the top of Cochran. So a stalling call, so Cochran will get a new start. 3-2 lead for McMillan with 1:14 left in the second.
Travis McMillan over here with his opponent flat on his belly, continuing to work that head lever, trying to take that arm over his head and run it. It's just been unable to do it so far.
Cochran with a knee slide to a stand-up, hard, tight waist by McMillan. Takes an inside wrist on the right. Tries to scoop inside wrist, now a hard crossface. Cochran not doing much underneath. Nice butcher now by McMillan. He shoved the right elbow of Cochran up and hit him with a crossface and missed the arm. He tried to scoop the arm, and now McMillan still riding behind. Cochran underneath, Cochran to his base. 44 seconds left. Now a tilt by McMillan. He's got 1,001 count. Let's see if he can hold him for 1,002. Referee gave him 1,001, but no back points as Cochran goes belly down.
It's crazy over here on mat number 1. Travis McMillan has had his opponent flat out on his belly most of the second period here, and he was dinged for stalling when his opponent was just flat with his head on the mat. It's crazy. So Travis McMillan picked up a stall call. He's got to continue to be careful here.
Now we're going to get stalling against Cochran for going belly down, just facing out. 12 seconds left in this second period. McMillan up on top, working some pinning combinations. He's got a high thyroid on now, and he's trying to work the wrist and trying to roll it out to the bar. That's going to do it. Third period, it's going to be McMillan's choice. He's going to choose down.
Same thing over here. The second period has just finished. Travis McMillan is up 5-0. I believe his opponent just took both up to start the third period, so we got 2 minutes left here of this match.
Well, McMillan will choose down. It looks like Cochran will ride the left side, and that should have been a caution against Cochran. It is. Cochran went to a tight waist far ankle before the whistle blew. So here we go. There's the start. There's the restart. Knee slide outside stand-up by McMillan. Claw ride by Cochran as he goes under the left arm and around the neck of McMillan. McMillan to his feet. He's going to split the hands of Cochran and pick up a one-point escape. It's now 4-2.
Great outside single shot by Travis McMillan over here. He's able to get the leg and and cut the corner and pick up two points here. So it is now 7-0 with 1:20 left. Continue to ride his opponent here for the rest of this period.
Cochran shoving McMillan off the edge of the mat. McMillan circles back in and shoves Cochran off. So off the edge they go, back to the middle of the mat with 1:29. Both of these wrestlers have been warned for stalling. Cochran is 2 points away from tying this match up. McMillan is hanging on to that 4-2 lead right now with 1:19 left to go in this match.
Roger, over here on mat number 1, Travis McMillan got suicide rolled by his opponent here and got put to his back, gave up 2 reversal with 3 back points. It is now 7-5 with 38 seconds to go, and he's got a stall call, and he is out flat on his belly here.
Well, it's not the place you want to be if you're Travis McMillan. He's got to get up and get going. And 53 seconds left to go. Matt McMillan still up 4-2. The McMillan family, I imagine, is on the edge of their seats right here. Has a 2-point, 7-5 down there, 4-2 here. Cochran shoots an outside single on Matt McMillan. He stuffs the head, picks up the near ankle, scoots himself behind, picks up the 2-point takedown. It's now 6-2 with 38 seconds left.
Over here, Travis McMillan took he was sitting out, had a leg, and then went to a quick stalemate with 12 seconds left here in the third period.
Stand up by Jack Cochran, 24 seconds to go. McMillan's got to cut him loose at 6-3.
Ring just cut Travis McMillan here to go 8-5 with 4 seconds left here in the third period.
Well, there's 16 seconds left over here. It's 6-3. Cochran's trying to launch Matt McMillan. McMillan lowers his level, plays the turtle, pulls his head out, and it's 6 seconds left. That's going to be a 2-point takedown by Matt McMillan, so he opens this thing up at 8-3, and it's going to be a happy home celebration for the McMillan family. Matt McMillan 5 seconds away from punching his ticket to the medal round, and cousin Travis already in the medal round. What a nice job here this afternoon. 1-point escape, that's going to do it. It's going to be an 8-4 win by Matt McMillan. So he will punch his ticket to the medal round with an opportunity to take some hardware home, no doubt about that. Travis McMillan, what was the final score there, guys?
8-5.
8-5, thank you. 8-5 over Caleb Ring from Osage. Ring was 41-7, a very tough opponent. So Travis McMillan will wrestle tomorrow morning in that medal round, and I'll tell you what, that's going to be a lot of fun to watch those guys go at it. So, wow, what a round. We're going to take a short time out here. We're going to catch our breath, get a quick drink of water, and then we're going to come back and recap this round of action. It has been wild and crazy, Class 2A style. So stay with us. We've got a short recap ready for you in about 30 seconds. You've been listening to 2016 state tournament action right here on Eastern Iowa Sports Station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Banking is all about relationships at F&M. We know that relationships take time to build and nurture. They are based on trust, commitment, and loyalty. Relationships don't happen overnight or by chance. They are key to reaching the financial goals of the individual client. Building relationships with our clients and community are essential. F&M Bank, the right choice. Member FDIC.
The Edgewood Convalescent Home is modernized with that home away from home feeling. Lincolnwood Assisted Living has home-like accommodations and personal service and health care available when you need assistance. Best of luck to all area athletes in tournament action from the Edgewood Convalescent Home and Lincolnwood Assisted Living.
Come to the newly remodeled Heights Supper Club in Monticello. Hours are Monday through Thursday, 5 p. to 9 p. Friday and Saturday, 5 p. to 10 p. and Sunday, 8 a. to 8 p. Enjoy their all-you-can-eat cod, catfish, or shrimp special on Friday, prime rib or butterfly shrimp on Saturday, or their breakfast or brunch buffet on Sunday. See you at the Heights Supper Club in Monticello.
Going above and beyond is a standard of care at Above and Beyond Home Health and Hospice Care. Their compassionate staff care deeply about the comfort of their patients. A nurse is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Above and Beyond Healthcare, the more they care, the more beautiful life becomes. Proudly serving Jones, Jackson, Johnson, Lynn, Clayton, and Delaware counties.
All Seasons Auto Body in Monticello specializes in body repair and painting on all makes and models. All Seasons Auto Body offers free estimates and reasonable rates. Open Monday through Friday and Saturdays by appointment. Best of luck to all area athletes in tournament action from All Seasons Auto Body in Monticello.
At Georgian Auto in Manchester, their approach to auto repairs is simple. Fix it right and get you back on the road. From tires to transmissions, they fix it all. Georgian Auto in Manchester, where complete automotive service and repair is their complete focus.
Rivers Edge Construction wish all area athletes the best of luck in tournament action. If construction plans are in your future, call Lyle Palmer at 563-920-0046. Rivers Edge Construction can help you with your residential and commercial new construction and remodeling plans. Call Rivers Edge Construction in Manchester at 563-920-0046.
Easy Pickens, Quick and Handy, and McDermott Oil are the home of Godfather's Pizza and wish all area athletes and coaching staff continued success in tournament action. Get your Godfather's Pizza at Easy Pickens in Manchester, Quick and Handy in Lamont, and Epworth, and McDermott Oil in Cascade.
You may not wear glasses or contacts, but how do you know if you're seeing your best or if your eyes are healthy? Why not be proactive and get your eyes examined? Dr. Daniel E. Mersch and his professional staff at Manchester Family Vision can help. Call 563-927-3682 to schedule an appointment. Manchester Family Vision Center wishes all the local sports teams best of luck this season. Manchester Family Vision Center on West Main, where clear vision begins with healthy eyes.
Monticello Sports is your retail sporting goods store. They carry shoes, uniforms, and equipment and do specialty screening for all area schools. Monticello Sports is your specialty sporting goods shop in Monticello. Good luck to all area teams in tournament action from Monticello Sports.
All right, welcome back to a well that is running dry right now. The people are heading out, ready for a big-time supper break, and then at 7:30 tonight, this thing is going to light back up with a lot of passion, a lot of aggression, a lot of enthusiasm. We've got the 3A semis, third-round consolations at 7:30, and at 8:45, we've got the 2A semifinals and third-round consolations. What a day it has been at the well. Some unbelievable matches here, and let's get a recap right now, and then we'll send you to some great music. We'll take a short supper break and catch our wits about us as we get ready for tonight's action. Well, let's go to weight class 113 in Class 1A, and it's Brock Henderson from Northland punching his ticket to the finals. He took on Logan Luchin from Don Bosco and won won by technical fall. And that makes him 3-0 for the tournament. And tomorrow night, he will wrestle in the finals. He will take on Jeremiah Colon, from the senior from Mason City Newman, who is 36-1. That will be an outstanding finals match. Also at weight class 113, Starmont standout Cody Cleve with an unbelievable comeback in this morning's round with a 9-7 overtime win. Got himself to that semifinal round match, then taking on Jeremiah Colon from Mason City Newman. Colon with that snap and whip over that cow catcher, caught Cleve on his back, and he pinned Cleve in 114. So Cleve will be back tomorrow in that medal round, wrestling for his highest third place, which would be a great end to his senior season in his campaign.
And he will be taking on Josh Tibbetts from Martinsville St. Mary's in that consolation semifinal.
And a common opponent there. That's who Brock Henderson beat in his quarterfinal round match. I don't know what the score was.
4-1.
It was 4-1. So that will be a tough match for Cleve there. But I'll tell you what, he's given it everything he's got so far in this tournament. Then at weight class 182, we saw Alec McDowell from Maquoketa Valley take the mat against Dan Bishop from Hinton, top-ranked Bishop from Hinton, and McDowell losing that match by a score of 15-4. So he will wrestle tomorrow. Will not make the finals, but he will wrestle tomorrow in that medal round match.
And he will take on Colton Massengale from BGM Brooklyn, senior for them in that consolation semifinal round match.
Okay, we'll have that. And then at weight class 285, well, let's go to weight class 220. Eric Himes bounced from the tournament. The fine junior from Maquoketa Valley, he lost to Tom Rife this morning by a score of 19-3, so he's out of the tournament. Then at weight class 285, Kyler Schott, after winning this morning by fall in 158, comes back against top-ranked Jared Brinkman from Regina, losing a hard-fought 5-4 brawl, and that's what it was. Jack McCool on the call with that match. That was a 5-4 brawl. So Schott will wrestle in the medal round tomorrow. Not sure who his opponent will be.
Well, let me tell you, because I am sure he's going to take on Michael Young. All I've got are the state's pronunciations, AGAC.
Come on, Roger.
AG.
It'd be better in the book.
Okay, we'll get, what's the abbreviation?
AGAC. I'll get it here real quick.
All right.
They got to put in them goofy pronunciation. AGWSR.
Oh, AGWSR. Okay, Ackley, Geneva, Wellsburg, Steamboat Rock. So we got it for you.
Oh, I know that, but I don't know where AGAC comes from.
Okay. All right. Anyway, Michael Young and Kyler Schott tomorrow in the medal round. We'll have that for you. And then at Brian Sadler from Jessup. Jamie, you have that for us?
He won by fall over Cody Crawford from
Waco Wayland.
There you go, Waco Wayland. So he moves into the consolation semifinals, and he will take on a semifinal loser, and that will be Cole Jensen from Maple Valley, Anthony Odo, who was his first-round opponent.
And he lost 9-4 there. So Sadler with his 5th match of the state tournament. So what a round it was there for our 1A guys. A lot of excitement, some great matches, and unbelievable action. Then let's move up to Class 2A. Sam Martin from Cascade losing twice today. 2 tough opponents for Sam Martin. Riley Wright from Denver Tripolo losing 10-1, and then taking on a very good Drake Doolittle, very physical from Webster City, losing by fall in 2:49. So Sam Martin bounced from the tournament, but he will finish his senior year at 36-16 for the Cascade Cougars. What a great year, first-time state qualifier for Sam Martin. Then at weight class 138, probably the tough luck story of the tournament here. Drew Davis, one of the outstanding wrestlers for the Mustangs, winning by fall, losing to Austin Stout from Charles City by a score of 4-2. Drew Davis losing his first round, then winning, and then losing again. He'll leave the tournament at 1-2. His senior campaign, he'll finish at 43-13. He put on that Mustang singlet for the last time today, going out on kind of a sour note, but that's how the state tournament is. So Drew Davis out of the tournament at 1-2. Weight class 160, Jake Jewell for the Independence Mustangs taking on Zach Johnston this afternoon, losing by a score of 8-4, and then coming back, taking on a very good freshman from Southeast Valley, Kyler Jondo. It was a 10-4 decision by Jake Jewell, so he will wrestle in the medal round tomorrow, and his opponent will be...
going to be Tristan Johnson from Osage, top-ranked wrestler, so that's a number 1 versus number 3 in the consolation quarterfinals.
So I believe if he loses that, does he get bounced to the 7th and 8th place match?
He does.
Okay, so anyway, he's going to leave with some hardware. Jake Jewell will leave with some hardware, but a tough match right there. Weight class 160, Cole Stanford for the Old Wine Huskies, making his first appearance at the state tournament, losing to Trevor Nelson from Solon 11-0, and then coming back against good Josh Stroman from Algona. Stanford took the early lead there 2-0 and was pounding Stroman. Then he got bull rushed and got thrown to his back, and after a 5-point move, and after that took the wind out of his sails, and Stroman came back for a 7-4 decision. So Cole Stanford, making his first trip to the well, will leave with a 1-2 record, and he will be 38-8 for his senior campaign for Coach Todd Castley and the Old Wine Huskies. Great season for Cole Stanford. Weight class 170, Jamie, Corey Russell comes into the tournament with a 10-3 record. You look at that, only wrestling 13 matches. He's making the most of his second state tournament appearance. He's going to leave here with the state medal. A tough match. He won 9-3 over Dylan Henderson from Davis County Bloomfield, and then had to come back and take on Will Ryder from Union, who had an outstanding 44-9 record, and Russell coming out on top with a 3-2 win, and that punched his ticket to the medal round, and his opponent will be?
It's going to be Michael Kent, who we have from Iowa Falls, who Nick Holt beat in the quarterfinals 5-2. But I tell you what, that was kind of a stressful moment down there for the West Delaware coaching staff, and the waning moments of that match there is. I asked you guys when you came up here, you were hoping Coy would not keep circling around because you could see a Kelly coming from Will Ryder, but he was able to fight it off for them last few seconds and get that 3-2 win.
Well, that was an outstanding match, and I'll tell you what, a great season by Coy Russell, suffering some setbacks there, but I'll tell you what, making the most of his situation when the time counted. Weight class 170 finds Nick Holt from the Independence Mustangs in the finals. Let's see. Semifinals. We'll see that coming back. He'll be taking on Connor Shaw from Garner Hayfield, and don't know what grade or record is.
He's a junior.
Okay, thank you.
42-2.
All right, 42-2. So that will be quite a match. Holt now moves with 2 victories. He's 50-3. That last match was his 50th win of the season. I'll tell you what, outstanding season for Nick Holt. So we'll see if he can punch his ticket to the finals. Weight class 182, Elliot Ryan taking on Daniel Summerlot. Summerlot was undefeated coming into the state tournament, ranked number 1 most of the year in Class 2A. Tough match for Ryan as he loses 7-0. So he will bow out at 1-2 in the state tournament. But you know, guys, he was 3-0 in that dual team tournament on Wednesday, helped Independence with that 5th place finish. He will leave his career at 45, or senior campaign at 45-11. And like we said earlier, one of those unsung heroes for those Mustangs, earning a lot of team points. So Elliot Ryan bounced from the tournament, but having a sensational senior campaign for the Mustangs. Weight class 195, Matt McMillan will punch his ticket to the medal round with a hard-fought 8-4 decision over Jack Cochran, fellow Walmack wrestler Jack Cochran from Mount Vernon. So Matt McMillan will wrestle for some hardware, and his opponent tomorrow will be?
It is going to be, let me find him, Shane Poppins from, I believe that's Appleton Parkersburg.
Yes, he's very physical. We watched him wrestle down below, so that will be a tough match for McMillan. Very physical. Poppins for the Appleton Parkersburg Falcons, so that will be a fun match to watch. But anyway, he's in the medal round, and right now that's all that matters. Weight class 220, cousin Travis McMillan for the Old Wine Huskies. He will lead the state tournament with some hardware as he beat a very good Caleb Ring from Osage, who was 41-7. That was a wild and crazy match. McMillan in control for most of that match until Ring hit him with a reverse Granby cradle for 2 and 3, closed the gap. It was 7-5, and then an escape by McMillan opened it up to our final score of 8-5. So McMillan will wrestle for some hardware, and his opponent will be?
Going to be Noah Broderson from Davenport Assumption, a junior at 43-4.
And we've watched Broderson before, and he's tough. So our guys have some tough matches coming up. But you know what, Jamie? You're in the medal round, and you're the top 8 in the state, the best 8 in the state in this tournament right now. And, you know, every match is going to be a tough match.
Well, it certainly is, and you're not going to get any cupcakes at this point. You're gonna have to fight and scratch and claw in order to improve on what medal you're going to get here. You know, that's all up to you. How hard are you going to fight and come in here and try to and what place are you going to want to get here? Is you know, that's going to be up to you. And so that's the tough part about this round. Except now you're there. Now it's time for you to just come out here and just finish the day off and finish the tournament off strong. So look for all of our area wrestlers to do that tonight. It's coming up tonight. We're going to start off with the when we come back, it's going to be the Class 3A semifinals and third-round consolations, and then they'll jump right into the Class 2A semifinals and third-round consolations. So we'll have all those matches for you coming up here. Starting at 7:30 is when the session gets underway. We'll have Dane Ganson a little bit after that. So our plan for tonight is originally we told you that we wouldn't have a wrestler till Max Lyon, but we guess we didn't forget about Dane Ganson, but we forgot that those rounds are going on at the same time. So we'll have Dane Ganson at 138 pounds. So probably 15, 20 minutes after the round starts, maybe even a little more, is when we'll see Dane Ganson. So what our plan is you can hear our basketball coverage tonight on KMCH.com, and what they'll do is they will also play that here on 94.7 on your radio dial. Is we'll play that until Dane Ganson comes up, and then our next wrestler is not until Max Lyon at 182. So we'll play it by ear, but John Swisher, we'll keep in touch with him, and we'll get as much of that basketball game on tonight as we can. So we'll have all that coverage for you here tonight. It's been a fun ride so far, and guys, we'll talk to you tonight at that 7:30 session.
Well, it's going to be very exciting, this whole session today. You know, when we started morning with Henderson and Cleve starting us off and then going 6-0, those first 6 matches were all wins by our guys. It was a great start to the day, Jamie, and I'm looking for a great finish to the day.
Zach, Nice job, bud.
Thank you.
That was a lot of work while I was gone. You know, this is always one of our one of our busiest days. Is you know, we're here from 9 a.m. and this session tonight isn't scheduled to get over until 10 o'clock tonight. So, and you know, we've got to have. We got to find the coaches for the coaches corner for tomorrow morning. So, you guys did a good job. I was down Matt's side just in case I needed to get Coach Voss tonight. And I did a quick scan of the mats, and I saw 4 area wrestlers going at once. And I thought to myself, I bet those guys are busy. And sure enough, you were. But you got a nice win out of Jake Jewell over there and Coy Russell. And Elliot Ryan was going on at the same time. Cole Stanford was over there. And then then all of a sudden you had the McMillans out there. So it's one of our busiest days. But Zach, you did a great job filling in for me tonight, buddy. I noticed my book's not caught up either, so
thank you.
We'll be back with that session in just a little bit as more of the 2016 Iowa High School State Wrestling Tournament coming your way tonight, right here on Mix 94.7 KNCH.
For all of your auto, home, health, and life insurance needs, it's American Family Insurance Tad Mormon Agency on East Main in Manchester. Best of luck to all the area athletes and coaching staff from American Family Insurance Tad Mormon Agency in Manchester. Your dream is out there. Go get it. They'll protect it.
Best of luck to all our area athletes, teams, and coaches from your tax professionals at H&R Block in Manchester. This is refund season, and nobody gets more of your money back than Block. Guaranteed. Based on maximum refund guarantee. Not everyone gets a refund. For details, visit H&R Block at 1208 West Main Street, Manchester.
Barron Motor Supply, proud to support all area athletes and coaching staff. They appreciate all their hard work and dedication in and out of the classroom. Good luck from Barron